But that's okay. Oh, I got a medal, apparently. I met the requirements. Alright, so that would take us to what, in my opinion, is probably the hardest level in the game, even though it's on the medium path and not the hard path. We're going to save that for next time. So we're going to change course to Sector X, which is along the easy path. And that's where we would go if without any option if we failed the mission. So Sector X is interesting because it actually has 3 paths leading away from it. And it looks like there's only 2 there, but there are actually 3. One of them is a secret path that you can only take by going along some warps. That one's not shown on the map here. The other 2 that are shown on the map, basically how quickly you defeat the boss of this area determines which of those you take. So this is the only level in the game where I'm just going to have to make a save state here and do it twice to show you the secret warp path and then the normal path. Because we're not going to be visiting Sector X again on any subsequent runs. With Meteo, I didn't need to show them both because we're going to be visiting Meteo again on the next run, and we're going to take the alternate path then. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to take the secret alternate path by going through the warps. And then we're going to reload, and we're going to do it the normal way.
Reports indicate that Andross is working on some secret weapon.
I'll check it out.
Good luck.
So the mission briefings in this game are so terse that it's not 100% clear, but basically there's an enemy base here where they were working on a secret weapon, and so we're going to
Out that weapon, boys.
attack the base and destroy their secret weapon.
Let's have a little fun.
Huge swarms of enemies here. You can get a lot of points by hitting them with bombs, well-timed bombs. That was not well-timed at all.
Knock it off,
Well, don't fly right in front of me when I'm shooting, Peppy. Jeez.
He's quick. Be careful.
Peppy's probably not going to make it through the level. He doesn't have enough health left.
Enemy group behind him. Man, they're fast. We're getting close to the base.
Want to jet through these mines. They will really wreck you.
Somebody feed us here. It's all gone.
So the enemy base has been destroyed already. How strange. Alright, I managed to get that weird butterfly enemy, or wasp enemy, whatever the heck it is. First checkpoint. Wah!
What the heck is that?
Some kind of giant robot arm.
They're on me.
Well, let's see if we can save Peppy.
Thanks, Fox.
Alright, we did. Still skeptical if he's going to live through the level with just that sliver of life left. Hey, you ruined my shot, you stupid giant robot arm. That was a laser upgrade, which we don't need because
I can't wait to see this.
they're already full power. Some really narrow flying here. This, like I said, this game really does make flying fun. It's enjoyable flying through this stuff. Oh,
Down the gate. Looks like a
I
war.
have to time some stuff here. Missed a bomb there.
Sending supplies.
And Falco just told us about the warp gates. And you have to shoot these in time. And it's really going to hurt my wrists shooting this fast.
Something's not right here.
Ugh, it's not easy to do.
Base.
Slow down. Accidentally activated cockpit view.
Just one more.
Get off me.
Hurry up or you're toast.
Okay. We did it. Alright, we go to Crazy Warp Zone. And yeah, this is where things get weird. Kinda abstract. Really cool, though. This is one of 2 weird warp tunnels, and I really like these parts. They're just so strange. Yeah, just look at how bizarre all this stuff is. Just some kind of reality-bending hyperspace zone or something. Kind of makes me think a little bit of the hyperspace columns in Xenosaga for some reason. Very trippy colors and stuff. And all these weird static-y enemies. Oh crap. Let's try not to lose our laser. Not that it really matters, because we're not going to be keeping this run. I'm just demonstrating this so that I show everything. Yep, okay, well, I just demonstrated losing our wing. And following that secret warp takes us on a hidden path to Sector Z. As you can see, it's kind of got those little orange orbs shooting from Sector X to Sector Z, showing that we activated that hidden warp. But we're not going to actually take that, because we're saving Sector Z for the hard route playthrough. Hard route run. So, let's go ahead and reload our save state. And we're not going to take the warps this time. We're going to go through the normal path. Alright. And thank goodness I don't have to hurt my wrists shooting so fast to open those gates. The one part of the game that I'm not a huge fan of. There's that giant robot arm again. Like, seriously, game designers... RSI and carpal tunnel are real things. Please don't have hitting buttons really fast as a game mechanic. It will legitimately cause physical harm to some of your players. Alright. Oh, here's another of those wasp things. Got it. Think we're just about to the boss?
What the heck? Fox, look behind you!
Yep, so here's the secret weapon. Which is what destroyed the base. Kinda went berserk, I guess.
Destroy. Destroy.
Oh yeah.
Enemy shield analyzed.
This is a weapon that didn't work out too well for Andross. Alright, so you just shoot its eyes. Hyper lasers will help to make the fight shorter. Oops.
Where is the creator?
Creator, of course, would be Andross. But yeah, clearly this thing's AI malfunctioned and it went berserk and it's just destroying everything, including Andross's own forces. Oh, okay.
You did it!
Oh! Fake out!
That view is clear. Destroy. Destroy.
Ooh.
Destroy what? He's crazy.
Destroy everything, clearly.
I must be complete.
Get wrecked. Now, if you take too long to do that fight, Slippy goes forward like an idiot, and
All aircraft
the
report.
giant robot hits him and sends him flying down to the planet Titania. We killed it fast enough that didn't happen.
Before my eyes.
I'll bet, Peppy. Man, you need more health, dude.
Ah, you're getting better, Fox.
Hopefully it'll let us change course to Titania, even though we didn't meet the failure condition that would send us there. Because that's our next destination along the easy path. Whew, this is a game that's challenging to play and commentate at the same time. Because it is a pretty intense game in terms of the reflexes and coordination it takes to play it. Splitting my concentration is not easy. My commentary is probably suffering a bit as a result. Okay, it does let us change course. So we would end up going here if we took too long to kill the boss and it swatted that little dork Slippy down to this planet. We'd have to go rescue him.
What are you doing? It's too dangerous there.
I can't leave Slippy hanging.
So yeah, that's a line of dialogue that doesn't make any sense if you haven't seen the event that ordinarily triggers going this way. So for this level, you pilot a tank, the Landmaster, rather than the R-Wing.
Deploy the Landmaster.
That's one of the many cool things about this game, is you don't just pilot a space fighter. There's also levels where you pilot a tank and even a submarine. Pretty cool variety.
Give me Slippy's location, Rob. Light form indicated at 12 o'clock. There's rocky terrain dead ahead. A magnetic storm. We'll search here. Use bombs wisely.
Also, this is a pretty awesome alien desert environment. I really like it.
I think you look better in a tank.
I think the atmosphere of this place is really cool.
Down here, Falco. I'll pass, Fox.
Can only destroy those giant enemies with bombs, I believe.
Pain in the neck. Don't go too fast, Falco. Enemy fighters coming at you, Fox. Try hovering.
So the tank can hover, which is pretty cool. And it can barrel roll. It's,
To barrel roll, press E or R twice.
oops, pretty maneuverable for a tank.
Are you okay?
Doing okay.
Use the boost to get through.
Yeah, I do sometimes wonder with a really intense game like this if my gameplay and or commentary are suffering. Almost wonder if I should have done post-commentary for this instead, but it's working out okay. It's a challenge.
Use bombs wisely.
I'm taking a lot of damage, though. Okay, the checkpoint should get us restored. Okay, so here, there's going to be some columns that will collapse in the direction on the side you're going. So you want to try to fake them out by going on the side you don't want to go. I did a pretty poor job of it there. Okay. Yeah, did not demonstrate it well there at all.
Don't be dead, Slip.
Oh, I didn't answer that transmission in time. Oh, Falco's getting himself in trouble.
Behind.
And there's a lot of fake things to lock onto. By fake things, I mean things other than what's chasing Falco.
I can't shake this.
I'm trying, Falco. There's a lot of crap in my way. It keeps locking onto all the wrong things. All the wrong things.
Gotcha.
It's a little frustrating when that happens. I'm playing this level very poorly. Very, very poorly. This is kind of a mess. I'm not as good with the tank as I am with the R-Wing.
You okay?
Which isn't too surprising because
Ah! I'm hit!
there's only a couple levels where you use the tank.
Is that you, Slippy?
But yeah, this is a disaster.
I'll be there soon.
At least it's being real generous about health pickups here before the boss.
Knew you'd come help me.
Oh god, you sound like a damsel in distress, Slippy.
Do
This is a really cool boss design, in my opinion. Look at this huge desert monster thing. It's so cool.
Take out his arms, Fox.
I made it! I'll analyze right away. Data analysis complete. Here it comes.
We are really low on health. Oh, let's not get hit by its breath. Great, it regenerated. Okay, managed to hover over its tail swipe that time.
Take out his arms, Fox.
I'm working on it. Ugh.
Go for the cat.
We did it. Yeah, it's a super cool looking boss. Pretty easy. Drive right through its head.
All aircraft report.
I thought I was goner.
We're always saving your hide, Slip.
It's really true.
He's learned his lesson.
Oh, no way has Slippy learned his lesson.
When we get back, we'll head to
He's
Venom.
never gonna stop being a pain. So yeah, it's a cool looking desert level, and I really like the boss. I played that level mostly like a chump, though. That was an absolute mess. But whatever, we'll keep that playthrough. We made it through. Now, on to the penultimate level. Venom's defensive satellite, Bolse. I think that's how it's pronounced.
If you destroy the satellite, we can go straight for Venom. Be careful, Fox.
I'm on it.
Good luck.
Now, you can either approach Bolse having
Okay, guys, destroy all barriers.
having already defeated the Starwolf Squadron, as in this run, and it's easier in this case, or
For the 6 energy towers.
you can come here having not fought Starwolf yet, and then you have to fight Starwolf here, which makes this level harder.
I'll cover you, Fox.
First thing you have to do is destroy all these
For a little payback.
energy generator things. Now this is weird because there's almost like a wind blowing you around the course,
Marcus is mine.
which is not how these all-range courses usually
The
work.
force field is disappearing. Looks like we've got company.
Barrier lowers and a swarm of enemy fighters comes out. Like lambs to the slaughter.
Fox, get this guy off.
Slippy getting in trouble immediately as usual. Slippy just never stops having enemies on his tail in this mission. I don't know what the deal is. It's like they went overboard programming how much Slippy gets in trouble on this level. Alright, there's a jerk on our tail. Been dogging us for a while.
Shoot! Good, I see the enemy goal.
Alright, now Falco's in trouble.
Gee, I've been saved by Fox. How swell.
Why don't you just do a barrel roll, Falco?
Fox, get this
Not barrel roll, loop-the-loop. I always say
Oh no!
barrel roll when I mean loop-the-loop.
Whew, that was too close.
But seriously, it's not like you don't know how.
Get away from me.
Get off me, you. Alright, has the central core risen up yet? Yeah, it has. What am I doing?
Oh, the satellite core.
Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of yellow targets on that central core, and you have to destroy them all. And every time you destroy one, the hole that gets revealed starts spewing lasers everywhere, so it gets harder the more of them you destroy.
Knock it off, Fox.
Unfortunately, I'm now out of bombs. Ordinarily, I like to just bomb that thing to death. It's a lot easier, because because you don't really have to aim. But now I'm going to have to do it the hard way. Oh man, if bomb's been useless, they haven't destroyed anything. I really shouldn't fly through it like that. That's a good way to lose a wing. And as discussed, you don't want to lose your wings, because then your laser gets downgraded, and that's fairly disastrous. Look how much lasers the thing is spewing out now. I know, he's pretty irritating. Just get him off us. See what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is with this level and Slippy just constantly having enemies on him. Got it. It's pretty easy if you come at it from this path. The Star Wolf Squadron showing up makes it a little trickier. Onward to Venom, the final level.
Venom, here we come.
Now, I don't have any bombs, do I? I have one. Because with bombs, you can get a whole lot of kills here with the swarms of enemies.
Time to show the monkeys who's boss. They're everywhere.
A lot of enemy swarms.
These guys just keep coming.
And teammates flying into your line of fire when you're trying to blast through the
Dying on
swarms.
me.
More fun flying through obstacle courses. Ah man, the flying controls in this game are... they just feel great.
I'll take the left.
I'll go with Falco.
I've got the right.
He seems like a reliable wingman. Peppy would be too.
I'm going left.
Slippy's on his own. I've saved his worthless blood enough times. Okay, wow, they're gunning for me. So yeah, this is an interesting level because it has branching paths. And your teammates go along different paths. So you can kind of pick who you want as your wingman, or you can just go your own way and not have a wingman at all.
Location confirmed.
And there's legitimately quite a few differences on the different paths, too. Oh, man. Whew.
Going left.
This is not going great. We're taking a lot of unnecessary damage.
Here they come.
Why? I'm not going for that gold ring. That would be nuts.
This brings back memories of your dad.
That's a bizarre thing to say under these circumstances, Peppy.
Those big cans are no match for me.
Ooh, Andross contacting us directly. But seriously, is this the time for fond remembrances? No. No, it is not. Ominous temple appears.
What is that?
My words exactly, Falco.
That temple gives me the creep.
Looks like a D&D dungeon. And, in fact, the boss is a golem! A stone golem. Get over here, you.
What's going on? He's running away.
So he's got stone armor all over him, and you need to shoot it all off before you can finish him off. So you have to target every part of his body. And he knocks pieces out of the wall. And you have to do some... Oh, I screwed that up.
Here it comes.
You have to do some fancy flying not to hit any of them. Lots of obstacles. Alright, the head is now vulnerable because we shot off all the different pieces of armor on the body. So now just target the head. You can't escape me. Wow. Oh, almost made it. Okay, that got bad there at the end. I couldn't really see what I was doing very well.
Fox, are you okay?
Lucky we didn't lose a wing. We got him. Oh, my wrist.
I'll go it alone from here.
Fox!
I can kind of understand the whole go it alone angle from Fox wanting to avenge his father or whatever, but I don't know why his teammates just go along with it.
Waiting for you, Star Fox.
So this is pretty ominous.
You know that I control the galaxy. It's foolish to come against me.
The sound effects here are on point. The ominous gates.
You will die just like your father.
Andross taunting us. The creepy music. This is very well done. Why is Andross a giant head? What the heck? I thought you were just some scientist. So, this is kind of gruesome, but you shoot him in the eyes, and then shoot at his hands. Then he fires lightning out of his fingertip. This is all very bizarre. Alright, and just keep at it. Irritate his eyes to make him scratch at him, then shoot his hands some more. Alright, then once both his hands are gone, go for his eyes some more. And his face explodes! It's incredibly gruesome. Oh, he's a robot! Okay, that explains much. It was robot Andross. Wasn't real Andross at all. He explodes and then we fly out. At top speed, gotta get out of there. He was a load-bearing boss. Not much of a final boss, eh? Of course, that wasn't the real final boss, because we took the easy path.
Fox, are you okay?
Yes! You did it!
Okay, I'll admit it. You did good, Fox.
Not the smoothest run ever by a long shot, but we'll go with it. Authentic. We'll call it authentic. And now time for the ending sequence. As far as I know, this ending sequence is not skippable. Now, I wouldn't want to skip it the first time I want to see it, but when you're replaying the game over and over, going for a high score, the ending is long enough that having to sit through it every time you clear the game is a little annoying. So I wish it was skippable. But for this first time, we'll just enjoy it, of course. Slippy must be listening to some tunes, bobbing his head there in his R-Wing. Seriously, why did we give Slippy an R-Wing? Like, he's an engineer anyway. He invents stuff. Like, he built the submarine that we're going to use on the hard path. Why don't we just have him in engineering rather than being one of the pilots, where he just gets himself in trouble all the time? Ah, well. Back to beautiful Corneria, which I still say seems like it has the trappings of a military dictatorship with General... Wow, I'm forgetting his name. The dog guy. How the heck am I forgetting his name? Pepper? Is it General Pepper? Like, General Pepper popped in my head, but then I was like, wait, no. Am I confusing him with Peppy? Anyway, cool shot of the Great Fox and our R-Wings flying in formation over the city. Very nicely done. It's very cinematic. There's an interview with Shigeru Miyamoto where he said that he feels like the game is kind of an interactive movie in some ways. With a lot of these cinematic moments, I absolutely see what he's talking about. Yeah, General Pepper, that's his name. A supreme military dictator. It's my dark, cynical take on the Star Fox universe.
Star Fox, we are in your debt. I would be honored to have you as part of the Cornerian...
Oh no, sir. We prefer doing things our own way.
Falco's so bored.
Great Fox is ready to go.
It's time for us to go now.
Why did we even bother showing up to this ceremony if we're literally leaving immediately? Also, Emulator is freaking the heck out with that flashing on the border. What is even happening? Why are we just running at top speed through the wasteland while Great Fox takes off in the background behind us? Like, the Star Fox team literally is just doing this for a photo shoot. Like, they're shooting a advertisement for their mercenary services or something. I know, I'm overthinking this way too much, but this scene makes no sense at all if you actually think about it in terms of anything other than just being cool and dramatic looking. Like, shouldn't the Grey Fox be docked at a port or something? Also, man, Fox rejected General Pepper, shot him down before he even finished getting the invitation out of his mouth. Some quite beautiful, orchestrated, cinematic music going on. I know, it's the Nintendo 64 sound chip. It's not a real orchestra, but if a real orchestra played this, it would be stunning. And that is a cool, dramatic sunset in the background. And we literally fly off into the sunset. Andross's evil laughing face appears, telling you that you have not really beaten the game. Silly player, you took the easy route. That's not how you beat the game. So how do we place on the leaderboards? So right now, from my practice runs, my first place score through the hard route was just over 1,000 hits. Which again, back as a teenager, I managed to get over 1,500, so over 1,000 is an abysmal score. Second place was my practice run through the easy route where I got 817. Third place is what we just recorded, got 741. Fourth place is my practice run through the medium route where I had a piddling 699 hits. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. After the score screen, you get to show an invoice. The total amount that you charge to the Cornerian military is based on how many hits you got, your score. And General Pepper will say a different voice line depending on what you get here. When I got a really, really high score, General Pepper just goes, "What?" Let's see what he says in response to this score. Nothing whatsoever. Okay. I thought he was going to say, that's a steep bill, but it's worth it. That's what he said the last time. I don't know. Maybe I didn't get a high enough score. Okay, anyway, now, this time for real. Next time we're going to do the medium path. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then. Bye.